Here's an Axe FX 3 preset that I want to share with you guys. It's based around two of my favorite things. Number one being ridiculous high gain lead guitar, and number two being different delays. These two together are like Konami code for your guitar. So here is a straight up guitar sound. I'm using a Rubato Lassie guitar on the bridge pickup, and from memory this is the Mark IV model with an IR that I made of my Marshall with vintage 30s. The IR is up on Axe Changes. LT Brit 412 or something like that. This is a straight up sound. And then the remainder of the scenes are going to add different delays. So that scene 2 adds a basic mono delay. I just use the standard mono digital delay with a bit of high cut in there. Sounds like this. That one will probably get you through most musical applications. Scene 3 is probably my favorite and the one that I would use on a lot of my live and recording presets. It's a stereo tape delay with the time ratio set to 75%. I've also got the tempo set to be a quarter note. So you've got a quarter note delay on one side and a dotted eighth note delay on the other. Oh, this is beautiful stuff. It's like putting a halo around the note, to quote Andy Timmons there. Scene 4 is using the multi-delay, and this is kind of emulating the famous or infamous Lexicon PCM70 circular delays. That one is really, really over the top for your kind of 80s Lukather style stuff. With all of these as well, make sure you go in and tweak the mix to your taste. With the standard mono and stereo tape delays, you can use the mix control, but the rest of the blocks are in parallel, in which case you would want to tweak the input gain or the level control. Scene 5 is what I call a stereo chorus delay, again using the multi-delay block. We've used 2 of the 4 lines to create a chorus effect, and the other 2 for that quarter note dotted eighth note thing. It sounds like this. This is one of my favorite delays in the whole unit. Beautiful stuff. Scene 6 is using the 10 tap delay, and we've used the feature where we can set each of the taps to a different volume so that the delays are actually going to increase and move around the stereo spectrum. Have a listen to this. That's a super addictive one to play if you're just sitting there noodling around on your guitar, getting that, not only the stereo spread, but the swell up as well. All right, scene 7 is using the Plex Delay block, and I've set 8 different delays to essentially Fibonacci numbers, so we get this like golden ratio kind of thing. With a bunch of diffusion, I've called it a swept golden plex because we've also got kind of like a bandpass filter in there sweeping through the delays. Have a listen to this. That one is, again, these are all just kind of fun and inspiring for me. You know, you would no doubt have to go in and tweak these when you're using them in a mix for your kind of preferred settings, but, you know, part of the fun, like I said, lots of gain, lots of delay. You can sit there and practice with a beautiful tone. The last one is using the MegaTap Delay. Have a listen to the way this one sort of sweeps around the stereo spectrum. So this to me is kind of like, imagine you're standing on top of Mount Everest and you're playing the loudest guitar amp possible and you're hearing it like reflect off all the mountains around it or something. I don't know, I have a very overactive imagination, but if you play long sustained notes, this one is really, really awesome. There is a little bonus in this patch as well. I've put a tape style delay in front of the amp so that you can add this to any of the patches you like. I will add it in front of the dry sound and you kind of get like an old school 70s style delay with this. A little bit more lo-fi, but that one has a lot of character, and there's a wah in all this, so this like delay in front of the amp plus wah is really, really cool too. It's super dirty and it's got a lot of character. Of course, if you've got an FC controller or a MIDI controller, you can assign buttons to any of these blocks, and you know, you could turn all the delays on in one preset. And this is where I'm going to leave you guys off. So this preset is up on the Exchange. The IR is up on the Exchange as well if you want to grab it. Grab it, have some fun, sub in your favorite amp tone or your favorite IR, and by all means tweak these or save the blocks to your blocks library and use them to, you know, basically enjoy playing lead guitar. Like I said, Konami code for your guitar. And of course, this is what it sounds like with all the delays on.